Oh shit! No, I forgot to press that button.
Ah, shit.
Ugh.
Welcome back, everyone, after 2 week hiatus for getting our life ready for the marathon that was WrestleMania weekend. Welcome back to Running the Gauntlet. Got me, Manny, got Leximus Prime over there somewhere, got Dave crashing the whip, and
You saw that earlier,
now
didn't
he's
you?
downstairs getting a drink, but we got executive producer. Oh, we got executive producer director D Black.
Wait, you saw that earlier?
What? I didn't see shit earlier. I just got home.
They're crashing the whip.
Can't see. I'm legally blind. So, I ain't see shit. Came home, ate my Chinese food, went on the computer. That's it. Everything on the outside world, you don't see. All I know is that we got some shit to talk about because we watched so much wrestling and wrestling-related things in the span of 4 days. We watched so much wrestling over the weekend. Even before the weekend, Thursday, we saw the Up Up Down Down Championship be decided.
And you know who won that?
The ultimate surprise of all people.
He's
Because
not even a wrestler. He's not even a wrestler.
he's not even a wrestler, but he's a gamer. And he beat everybody. And we got AJ Styles complaining about the controllers. AJ Styles is not a fan of the PlayStation 4 controller.
He's really not, and it's
He's
the same
really
fucking
not a
layout.
fan of that controller. No matter what he plays in it, he's not a fan.
It's better than the Xbox controller.
That dude was excited to play NWO, WCW Revenge, but at the expense of it being on a PlayStation 4 controller. He was upset. But yeah, Mikaze beat a whole bunch of wrestlers to win a gaming championship and also defended it against The Miz in Tetris.
Tetris.
Yep. Puyo Puyo Tetris, but they didn't play Puyo Puyo. They just played the Tetris part, which I was upset. I wanted to see some Puyo Puyo.
I can't play Tetris any on the Switch, but that's a different subject.
Ah, man. You gotta play. That's just fun.
I don't know how to play that shit. I think I keep messing up.
Look up, like, tips and tricks to... That's what I did, like, to help me out, like, what to go after at certain points. Helped me out a little bit. I'm getting further, but not much. Like, there's videos out there that help you. Make those quick decisions. But yeah, what else happened? Friday, we had TakeOver New York, not NXT, not Brooklyn, not TakeOver Brooklyn.
Even though it's in the same fucking arena, but you know.
TakeOver New York. For one night and one night only, Brooklyn was not in New York. It's just New York.
I thought, what was it? Takeover Brooklyn was supposed to be at WrestleMania. You finally had your WrestleMania during WrestleMania weekend, then you decide, nah, nigga, we ain't calling it our WrestleMania.
Nope. Switched up on us. New York. Like, oh, man. But that show from top to bottom was insane. We had the
Was it the best takeover in New York? In Brooklyn?
I would say it was better than New Orleans.
Yeah.
Which was like my favorite of last year.
But all the New York / Brooklyn takeovers have been top notch. Not War Games, though. War Games still kills it.
Yeah. This one was really, really good.
It was really good. I will agree.
Really, 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 really good.
Yeah, mainly because this has been my thing with wrestling lately is that my favorite thing about, like, matches has been, like, it's usually not even the way that the match is conducted. It's usually, like, if somebody can keep up, like, a specific pace and then the matches, and NXT just, like, kind of perfected that pace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
but
not too fast, they're not too slow. They just have the balance in the middle.
And they know how to give good drama in the ring.
Yeah.
Their in-ring drama is great. I don't know why when it goes to the main roster, they just like, I know they can't do it week in and week out, but like, at least for like a pay-per-view, keep that drama.
But they can't do it on the main roster.
Because Vince doesn't want them to. But anyway.
Oof. We gotta talk about Vince McMahon.
But speaking of that, I just recently heard today that I guess on their corporate website, they're actually looking for somebody who can help keep continuity between stories.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Continuity. Like what?
What, they can't, they have what?
They're looking for somebody to keep like the continuity between storylines between Raw and SmackDown for the WWE.
Oh, they're finally realizing that the storyline sucks.
I guess.
I mean, they probably should have been realized that, but you're so long.
Yeah, but they need to get rid of Vince.
That's never
get rid of Vince.
No, it was weird, because like the details that I saw that they put in there, they was like, oh, you need to be able to work well with stressful situations. You need to be able to deal with last minute changes to the script. I'm like, son.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
It's all about Vince at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about Vince and Kennedy McMahon. What you gotta?
Didn't a recently inducted Hall of Famer quit WWE?
I was gonna get to that. Might as well bring it up now.
Like
Vince went haywire over the weekend, apparently.
Why? What happened?
During the Hall of Fame, Bret Hart kept mentioning his name, so Vince decided to fire the writer that was responsible for that segment because he kept getting his name mentioned.
But not the DX segment when they kept joking about it?
The DX segment, all you told him was to report. X-Pac said that he just told him to have fun.
And that's the thing I don't get. And that's why Bret Hart has a problem, always had a problem with Vince. But what is it that, if you don't mind me asking, because I don't know, but why is it that he has such a fucking problem with his name being mentioned? So
because he's a crazy nigga. Son, he has a problem with people sneezing. He has a problem with people who don't eat meat. Mm-hmm. He has a problem with people who sleep. I don't know.
Yo, Rex. Think about that boss who's very anal about everything. Anal. About everything. He wants everything done in the right way because he thinks it's right and it's his stuff.
Gotcha.
I don't know why anal reminds me of freaking Taj last night.
And apparently, and Pat McAfee saying that he was going to quit WWE during WrestleMania. Because Michael Cole fucking chewed him out about wearing those shorts with the suit shorts. With the suit.
Who?
Pat McAfee,
the
dude that's does the pre-show, and the football dude that's super hyped during the NXT panel. Yeah, he was gonna get fired because he was wearing suit shorts. I mean, not fired, but he was gonna quit. Because Michael Cole got in his face about it, but Vince McMahon was totally okay with it. Yeah, it was because he was like, I'm around all these people that I actually respect backstage, and you gonna try to go over here and chew me out like I'm a child. And then he was like, this is my second form of income. He was like, I'm appreciative to be here, but I don't need to be here. You're not gonna be over here to degrade me like I'm a child. And I was getting ready to leave. He said somebody in production went and showed this shit's funny. They showed a picture of
he showed Vince a picture of LeBron James wearing the same shit, and then he was like, I know, I'm hip.
Yeah, and he liked it, so he was like, what the fuck is on? And then
Michael Cole. Probably why he lost his voice during Mania.
Yeah, that's what people speculated too.
It was like 4 matches in. This dude sounds like needed some tea. Needed some iced tea. What else happened? Of course, as of yesterday or Tuesday, I should say, not Bret Hart. We gotta talk about Bret Hart. Road Dogg stepped down as the head writer of SmackDown, co-head writer of SmackDown.
Cool.
Because Vince McMahon was just changing shit up all the time.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Vince is toxic, bro.
Yeah.
That's what that is, bro. He's just really.
He is. That's why I'm hoping that XFL is successful, so you can just stay over there, never go back.
The use of the word toxic, I think that would be an understatement.
Nuclear.
A severe
understatement. Nuclear. He's a hazardous material.
So now they're saying that he's still in the company, but he's just not in the creative position.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now that he's in the Hall of Fame, he probably already had a Legends deal to begin with. So
That's crazy. The hell's going on with Vince McMahon?
what's been going on with him for like the last fucking 20 years?
I don't know, bro. I'm still tripping about that John Oliver shit. That should have me geeked up.
He just Snickers.
Oh shit.
The John Oliver thing.
What else can we talk about Takeover?
I didn't know. Well, we can get to the John Oliver shit, but talk about Takeover.
What else can we talk about Takeover?
Wait, did D Black see the John Oliver video?
Nope.
Oh,
you still ain't see that shit?
No.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I didn't want to talk about it now. It was before Takeover. So.
I think when we bring it, it's not new shit. It's a lot of old shit.
Yeah.
Canterbury too.
It's a lot of old shit that you probably already know, D Black, but like John Oliver, they brought it to the modern day. Like,
yeah. So people that didn't know, because you had a lot of people on Twitter that was like, well, people knew. It was like, well, not everybody knows.
Because not everybody watches WWE and reads all the shit.
I did not know that shit. My damn, I knew that
because a lot of the source material that John Oliver brought up, a majority of it was like from the 90s and early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
And then the recent stuff was like the CM Punk one, which is why. All right, so let's just talk about it. Fuck it. Who wants to start?
Other thing I can say is that I just did not know. Well, I knew the fact that they were on the road 24/7, but I didn't know they didn't get health care. I'm like, bro, that's fucking terrible. Like, these people are pushing. I didn't know they were independent contractors, yet they cannot fucking do.
No, they're independent contractors by technicality.
How?
Just because
D Black already knew. See that? Yeah.
It's basically like all professional wrestlers, they it doesn't matter where they are, they're considered independent contractors. But the thing is, in the contracts that people sign for WWE, for the most part, it basically states they're not allowed to work anywhere else while they're under contract for WWE, which is kind of the reason why they get, like, I don't know about everybody else, but like I know like the main roster people, at least, they are not allowed to work anywhere else. Which is why they get paid as much as they do. Not allowed to work
anywhere else as far as a wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a private contractor, but in your contract it says you're not allowed to compete.
Oh, and there's also I don't even know if they mentioned this in that thing that you guys were talking about, but there's also the thing where they put in those. Well, it was for a reason why he started doing that, but they put in those giant 90-day no compete clauses once you leave the company.
Yes.
There was also we're jumping all over this video from John Oliver, but there was also another part where like WWE is being compared as like the biggest sports, like WrestleMania is compared as like the biggest sports event in the country. Like I think it's bigger than the World Series, and it's just as big as like the Super Bowl and all that stuff. It's within that category, and how WWE doesn't have anything for their wrestlers that left the company. Like how the NFL takes care of their retired players, WWE doesn't do anything for their like retired superstars. In a sense.
That's still crazy to me.
Like how they compared it to like how Jake the Snake Roberts, how he got crowdfunded for all his health stuff. It's like then it was like, yeah, WWE could have paid for that. Like he all those years in that company, they should have done that. Like Roddy Piper, they brought up the Roddy Piper video where he was like, he knows he wasn't gonna reach his pension. He wasn't gonna make it to 65. He died at 63, unfortunately, and all that shit. And all that
Jake the Snake only worked with WWE from 86 to 90.
But he was still doing, he wasn't wrestling with, after that, but he was still kind of like doing other shit. So it was like he had a lot. Like, that shit was still kind of crazy to me, though, man. That's fucking insane.
Actually, never mind. I had it wrong. It's just the way they had this shit mapped. It was 86
I was about to say,
86 to 92. So, yeah, it was 6 years.
I mean, there's Stone Cold beat him.
Yeah, and and then he came back for one more year. Yeah.
96.
There's a lot of stuff in that video. Yeah, I mean, John Oliver didn't bash the company. Like, he was a fan. He was like, yeah, wrestling's better than the shit that you watch. He was saying that like mad times, and I don't know. He brought up the Vince McMahon saying the N word for like a short, brief second.
To be devil's advocate on that, I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny, but it was still
funny.
Still, like, really.
I wish I watched him.
Cause it was just a dig on that Booker T shit from WCW. That's what that
early 90s
was. Yeah.
Keep it up, my nigga.
I never once put those two together. My mind's blown.
What? You didn't know that?
You didn't?
No.
Damn.
Consider me bamboozled.
Nigga.
Bamboozlement, nigga.
I never put the quarter next to the dollar bill.
He is bamboozled, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god.
But no.
I thought Vince just came up to nigga. Like, oh shit. Like,
that shit was still funny to me how when the network
kayfabe theory.
It was still funny
backstage.
to me how when the network first dropped, yo, they really fucking put
That's the first thing Matthew from Botchamania looked for. The very first thing, like, yo, is this still uncensored? And it is.
Yeah.
And when I got up to it, I was like, ah. He said nigga.
Oh, the Booker T one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the Vince one. Is the Vince one uncensored?
I had no idea.
I don't
You
know
had the network, nigga.
Hold up. We gonna run.
You gonna look for it?
Nah.
Experiment.
Nah, can't do it. Can't do that.
Yeah, because they're gonna hear nigga.
It don't matter.
They're
You
gonna
already heard it like
copyright-
5 times in the podcast anyway.
They're gonna copyright the word nigga. Did
Never
Vince
know.
copyright himself saying nigga?
Why not?
I was Survivor Series 06 or 05. Was it 0? No, it was 06. I remember John Cena.
Oh, he said it on a pay-per-view, so he knows.
Yeah,
you
Survivor
can't-
Series.
Yeah,
I think
it
it
was
was
never on
06.
TV. Okay.
And I know John Cena had like the camel hat and the chain gang shirt and shit. He's taking care of what I do, boss. Boss.
Yeah, but like, for all the crap that happened over the weekend, like, I'm just gonna mention this just because it's fresh in my mind, like, or the real, because I was just laughing about it, yo. So many people feel fucking strongly about TNA on Twitter, yo. Like, in a positive way. Yo, because, like, I don't know, because of that whole Tama Tonga promo that he cut on Ring of Honor, like, the shit that he been talking to it, because, our tag team of the year for 2018, fucking the Gorillas of Destiny, fucking won, are simultaneously now the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions and a Ring of Honor Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And after the match, Tama Tonga's just been talking shit on Ring of Honor, and like when they did a backstage like press conference shit, he took the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship and just tossed it against the wall. Just talk shit about the company on Twitter. He was talking about, he was like, yeah, he was like, good job booking Ring of Honor, having Enzo and Cass jump the losers of our match.
Yeah.
And then people on like this Twitter on the Twitter post was just like talking shit about Ring of Honor. And then he was like, yeah, that's why I watched TNA. TNA's better. I was all like, well, did you see TNA's product that is like the production that they put out on their product over the weekend? And then it was basically a whole bunch of people talking about, he was like, no, usually TNA's better, but, well, Impact's better, but that was actually WrestlePro's production team that was running that. That's why it sucks so bad. There was a whole bunch of people jumping on me about this. Like when we kept talking about how like the crowd and everybody in the ring was completely muted.
Yeah, you couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. And all you heard was like entrance music and commentary. That's it.
Couldn't hear shit.
Yeah, we saw that.
What?
Fucking Biggie.
Oh yeah.
I'm so disturbed by that picture.
Which picture, Biggie?
He's doing like a semi split with like this.
Oh, okay, yeah. No
Speaking
need
of
to mention
split,
anymore.
yo, did you see one of the recent episodes of Up Down Down videos?
Yeah, when they were in that machine to see how flexible they were, I was like, I knew Biggie was gonna win it. Like nigga, he did like a complete split in that shit.
He did that shit easy too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Xavier's struggling with
Okay. So
I'm trying to see if Vince does say it uncensored on the network.
we going back into Takeover, or we're going?
What was the best match on Takeover?
Shit.
That's hard, yeah.
Let me pull this up. Hold on.
Yo, on a real, like, I'm gonna say because I was tired, so I kind of fell asleep in the middle of Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole at specific spots, and I woke up for
As
like.
good as that match was, I really liked Riddle and Velveteen.
I like Riddle and Velveteen. I like Walter and Pete Dunne. I like the War
Walter.
Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. So, nigga, I like the whole card. No offense to the women, but I liked all the other matches better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Velveteen match was really good.
Son, all of his matches be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
Nigga, he young as fuck too. So.
Yeah, he's really young.
That's why when they both came out, I was like, oh, so it's just two androgynous niggas coming out. It was like, nah, one's androgynous and the other one's just a pothead. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, man, Matt Riddle.
Yeah, Matt Riddle.
His slippers, his flip flops.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
His flip flop power.
So what do we agree? Do we all agree on what was the best match, or do we all decided?
I mean,
Because
everyone's gonna have
I'm way too undecided, because
everyone's gonna have a different one.
yeah.
That Walter fight was funny because I was just like, that was my first time seeing him. Like, this nigga's name is really just Walter.
Yeah, it's Walter.
Give me Walter.
And what's the other person? What's the esports dude, Manny? Was it fuck
Esports dude?
Yeah, Terrence. There you go. Walter need to have a face off, bro. Like, they really do. That's funny.
Speaking of esports or whatever, can we talk about that 2K
Oh, the fucking shit with homeboy, fucking Golden Voice, whatever the fuck his name was.
That awkward ass promo. That nigga talk way too fucking much.
Man, it was an awkward. Nigga, it was a good hill promo, son.
He came out like a cornball, son. Like, I get
He
what
did.
but
Then
he
Corey
came out-
Graves making fun of him because like he like put back the
Got a lot of
jacket and he
guts,
was
I'll
all
give
like,
him
"You got
that."
guts, I'll give you that," and making fun of him for being fat.
Nah, but
like,
he I think he did his thing though, for real, because like not everybody has the confidence in front of all those
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean?
I don't think I would have, yo. I couldn't have talked that smoothly on
Turned out
my.
he was like a wrestling manager for like a
Oh,
Really?
for real?
promotion somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Word.
Oh, then fuck him.
Yeah,
Damn,
he was
dude.
like he still won his way in there, but the reason he was like so fluent in his promos is because he's like a manager.
Oh,
Oh, that means he's gonna get signed within a year.
maybe
He may.
he might be the Street Profits manager if they go full hill.
Now I want Stokely Hathaway with stuff.
Oh yeah, stuff.
Stokely Hathaway be fooling on Twitter.
I don't know, cause I don't know how he regularly talks, but when I heard him in TNA, like he ain't like. I'm just gonna say, yo, he like the way he talks. He's not cool enough to be the Street Profits manager.
Mom, hey.
Come on, man.
From what it looked like, me and him just picks on him and he just like doesn't want to deal with it.
See, he ain't
Things
cool enough.
take time, man. Things take time, bro.
Nah, me and him pick on all the black people.
Cause she's the HBIC, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Exactly, nigga.
The Blasian baddie.
Come on. Does her ring gear not inspire, visions of nigga, I will rob you?
Yeah. I was just gonna go with thuggery, but nigga, I'll rob you work too.
The bandana, the backwards cap.
I swear those was the girls robbing everybody.
When she go to the main roster, Benji in, man. Mixed match challenge.
Yeah.
They gonna
I
argue
want
the
that
whole way
team,
to the finals.
Shelton.
Yo, I hope they really do just go with the stipulation that the winner of the mix, like, if they just keep doing that every year, yo, I would be interested in it. The winners of the mixed match challenge would be number 30s in the Royal Rumbles. As long as, like, the male winner don't keep getting jumped by Nia Jax every year.
Yeah. I mean, hey, bro, she does what she does. You know what I mean?
I mean, Nia Jax hasn't been. We haven't. Was she there on Monday? I only watched the Hulu edit on Monday.
Was she? Oh, yeah, I ain't
Who
even
was on
fucking
Monday?
watch Raw.
Who was on Monday?
Nia Jax.
Nope.
There was a lot of people off of that show. Whoa, apparently Daniel Bryan and AJ was because they injured. Apparently they both had the same injury, allegedly.
Yeah.
They hurt, they hit.
I'm still trying to find out if this dude says that on the network. I'm gonna find it.
Did he say never?
I'm gonna find it. I had to Google what part it was after. Damn, Chewbacca.
Sorry.
Chewbacca. Okay, he's talking to Eric Bischoff.
I've never been to Busch Gardens.
Man, I wanted to mention a spoiler from NXT, but I don't know.
Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
All I'm gonna say is, Manny, pray for your girl.
Oh, I know. I read what happened already. But it gives me hope. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
It gives me
That's
hope.
the spoiler.
Oh, hold up. Let's find out. Hold on. We're both gonna find this out on the fly.
Screws guys. Not really my thing, but
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
what's up, boss? How you doing?
No.
What's good in the hood? Just holding it down, trying to take care of business. Keep it up, my nigga.
Yep, it's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's still on the network.
High quality. Yeah.
High quality, yeah.
My nigga. Tell me.
You really never put that together that was a dig old Booker T shit from WCW?
No. Oh, no.
Yeah,
We coming for you, nigga.
that's hilarious. That is so funny. Oh,
Women's championship match, guys. Mickey James versus Lita. I think. No, never mind. Melina versus fucking Trish Stratus. Yeah.
Versus
Oh, that match.
That match.
I don't even know how the match turned out because that was before free streaming. I wasn't paying no fucking well, I ain't even have a job at the time, so yeah, I wasn't. Of course, I wasn't
Shit.
paying no
I
$50
watched Survivor Series. No, wait,
Nigga,
was it?
Nigga, we had this thing called Crackheads. That
No, I
knew
saw
how to
Survivor
hack
Series.
Yeah,
your
y'all
box.
niggas had black boxes and shit. Nigga.
Yeah,
I ain't had it.
I saw some. Damn, I saw like all of 2000. I saw late 2003. I started watching Black Box pay-per-views with Survivor Series 03, and I watched all the way till like the Royal Rumble of 05. No, No Way Out 05. The barbed wire steel cage match between Big Show and JBL. And that's when I stopped working. My brother-in-law stopped working. We're like, no.
Damn.
But then we watched WrestleMania. He ordered WrestleMania.
First time
I was
I
like,
was
bro.
exposed to black boxes is at my godfather's house.
what the
The
fuck?
Godfather's house.
Yeah, my godfather's house.
What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, the G1 super duper duper card. That was almost 6 hours.
It was?
Almost.
Hey, they got a match for WrestleMania somehow.
And we had a lot of title changes. 2 big ones in particular.
Oh, and back to that whole shit on yo, people were shitting hard on like every part of the Ring of Honor portion of this card.
Yeah.
Which part?
The
Like
Ring of
any
Honor.
part that involved Ring of Honor on the
They said that their booking didn't make
Oh,
sense.
why?
I
Why
don't
was
know.
like in comparison to like New Japan side?
Oh, I
People
mean,
didn't like their portion of the shows.
see, that's their problem. That's their problem right there. Like, we don't get things like that often, so it's like the fact that you get a collaboration like that is meaningful, man. That's
No, it's they have a lot of collaborations Their partnership.
Yeah, but it really did feel like two people working on two completely different things in the same night.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
when
your
they,
presentation
because
and
it
someone
was
did their
like,
own
yo,
thing and
it
kinda just
was
put 'em
like
together.
any wrestling promotion's first time in Madison Square Garden apart from the WWE in
That's what I mean.
like 30
That's
years?
What I mean is like you don't get those collaborations at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
It's their first one at Madison Square Garden. So it's just I don't understand why. I mean, I guess I don't know because I haven't seen the other ones previously, so I don't know if there's ones that's been better.
Rex, you're not a mark.
Well, Dave, I'm learning, my G. You don't.
You're not a mark.
You don't want
No,
to.
he's saying
you don't
that.
wanna
He's
be a
saying that
mark.
in a good
You
way.
don't want
Nigga.
to be a mark.
You don't want
I
to be a
don't know
mark.
what that is.
Yeah.
But,
The marks are the
Mark
people
wrestling.
who think the shit is real.
we're not. So, I just, for the most part, I don't know. I guess if that's who that was bitching about it, then, hey,
A lot of
Maybe-
marks.
throw them niggas some pussy or something. I don't know, man. Shit.
I'm happy that we got
They
some
will
good title
still be-
changes for New Japan.
Yeah.
Nice
They're a
pervert
pussy
isn't the
cup.
world champion anymore. We got
The
Okada,
knife
five-time champ.
pervert.
Okada,
Ibushi
that
beat
man.
Naito.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I fell asleep in like the closing moments of the match. Yo, I woke up. Yo, I was like, yo, what?
You woke up.
Oh, yeah, he
Okada.
did, because he had the rusty voice. D-Web was like,
Okada became 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And I was right. That is a new belt. That is a new
Yeah.
reworked belt. Shinier. See? I know it's useless shit. So, Ibushi finally wins the Intercontinental Championship. His first singles belt since the never openweight title. But is also, aside from that, his first heavyweight title. Yeah, his first heavyweight title. Since he moved to the heavyweight division.
Yep.
Before the never openweight belt.
Man, my first exposure to Bougie and fucking New Japan was when he got his ass knocked out by Kushida and
Yeah.
lost the championship.
Freaking springboard to the back of the dome.
card.
I was really. I had to rewatch it because that was when we were split screening, and I missed a lot of stuff, especially when some asshole decides to try and take out Bret Hart on one screen
Yeah.
while we're hitting Naito and Ibushi on the other.
He got fucked up.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that dude. Turns out he's an amateur MMA fighter. Tweeted out some crazy shit leading up to the show.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, and
Like I
and
said,
his
spin that-
defense though, the plus side is he got his first pro fight. We'll fight against
Right?
a pro.
Against
Fucking Travis
got-
Brown.
Nigga, he got stomped out no jutsu.
That
That's
dude
not
won
a
that.
fight.
Trying to get stopped on the jutsu. Like,
Stomped
he
out
ain't
no
really.
jutsu.
No, man. Travis Brown just started off. Had him down. He hit him with the
trip
ground
on
pound.
that podium. I feel like Travis Brown would have killed that guy
Yeah, bro.
because he almost made it to the dude before the dude got to Brett. If you watch that, by the time the guy's already close to Brett, Travis Brown's right there, but he
Yeah.
trips on the podium. If he didn't trip, that dude would have got speared through the middle row to the front row.
I
He
gotta
was
say,
laying
though,
body shot. Everyone was laying body shots on him.
Yeah.
Dash Waller was kneeing
And then
him.
Dodge Wilder
again.
fucking knocked his ass out, and we thought that would mean they would let the revival retain, but nope.
But tis was not true because the revival lose the belt some 24 hours later. Less
Well,
than
what
24 hours
about-
later.
what about also just randomly? I just have to put this out here because it kind of coincides with that. The fucking shit that happened with Big Cass too. That shit kind of
Yeah.
threw me off as well.
Yo,
Like,
because that shit happened right after the other on both
It's funny,
sides,
it's
yo.
that's what I was weird. I'm like, who are they fighting? And I thought it was Evil because Evil sometimes I couldn't remember. I don't know, for some reason I couldn't remember if he had the blonde hair because he normally does that. So I'm like, oh, he's fighting Evil,
Hey.
but then I look at something else during the other match. Like, wait, that was
nigga, that was
Enzo and Cass.
bro, they were literally throwing punches, bro. Like niggas was punching each other. So I'm like, that's-
And they're out here promoting new T-shirts. Cass has a new name. They have a new tag team name.
Nah, man, when you see the side view fucking right at ringside fucking footage of it, yo, they were work punches.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, stupid question. Are they with any promotion?
I
or
think
no?
they're Ring of Honor.
Okay.
That's not very honorable though. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also shout out Kenny King. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
out here.
Nigga, he cause when I went back and watched it, yo, I didn't realize that he started this shit out at number 1, yo, because I came
Yeah.
in late.
Yeah. Nigga D Black was happy. He's
Yeah, I was like, yo, my nigga Kenny King.
booed the shit out of him.
Kenny King was in the second Tough Enough, right?
Kenny King wasn't Tough Enough in general.
Was he?
Like you mean
Black
Tough
guy.
Enough 2? Or
Oh
like,
yeah, he was in the second
Tough Enough?
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. He was the contestant in the second season of Tough Enough. He was also in TNA. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa,
he
it
got
said
gypped.
that.
He got gypped that season because it was supposed to be like the first season where it was like one guy and one girl, and the winners ended up being two girls.
Yeah, that's whack.
I miss when he was in TNA.
Yeah, man.
He was in the BBB Down Clan Down.
Oh, he was nigga. I did because I couldn't remember none of the motherfuckers. I ain't know he was one of the finalists in that shit.
Yeah, he got gypped because the announcing the winners was confusing as shit because everybody thought it was like the first season where it was supposed to be one guy, one girl, and it ended up being two girls.
Motherfucker. Full titties are going to WrestleMania.
Hey, at least ain't do one guy and one girl with season 3 because then we might have never got John Morrison.
Yeah.
Can you do a spinner-rooney? What's a spinner-rooney? You don't know what a spinner-rooney is, kid? You don't watch the product? Like, JR, stop giving him shit. He's doing all this parkour shit in front of you. Can you do a spinner-rooney?
At least Kenny King's still wrestling. I'm just surprised.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he wants to go to WWE at this point.
He wants to be a bachelor.
If he actually gets to do something that he want to, like that's everybody's problem with WWE. I'm like, son, I don't think like WWE realizes that like, especially these dudes who've been outside WWE, once they get to WWE, they don't just want to be there. They want to be doing something.
Why do you think I'm always bittersweet when like some of my favorites go there? You always never get me like a, oh my god, this is great. It's always like hesitant because I know I saw them doing what they did and that's what made me like them from what they were before. But I know that once they go to WWE, I'm probably not going to see them that much, or if not at all.
Yeah.
So sometimes
I got something to say about that. I got something to say about that, but it has to do with a recent tweet by Becky Lynch. But
say it. We're going out.
Go ahead, man. Fuck it, we're going live.
Yeah, we have like 6 more hours of topics to do anyway.
Shit. So Mania, spoiler, Becky won. You know.
No way.
Oh shit, yeah.
Dave.
Wow, Dave. I didn't even know, man.
Show.
I was gonna eat my cheesecake and watch this pay-per-view.
Hold on, nigga. Hold up, yo, but Ronda's shoulders went down.
Cheesecake.
Wow.
Cheesecake.
But yeah. Becky
And then
champ.
And then on Monday and Tuesday,
a new challenger appears.
yeah. Lacey Evans, you know, the girl that's been walking back and forth for like.
Oh, that tweet. I know what you're talking about. I'm starting to think that WWE has a specific type too.
Yeah. Read the tweet exactly. So New Charlotte is my first challenger. Not
New
sure,
Charlotte.
but now I'm starting to think this company might have a type.
Yeah.
Think it emoji.
Yeah, I saw somebody put something about that on the Cybergoons group page, and then like I went and said I really didn't think about it until I saw that, and then I was just like, yo, if you look at like,
you can tell like,
I was just like, yo, if you look at like,
if you look back from the Sable days, who was the number one girl in each era?
Yeah, it was always a blonde chick.
Yeah, Sable.
Like,
Trish.
no, even before Sable, it was Sunny.
It was Sunny, Sable, Trish.
Except she wasn't.
I don't know anybody after that. I think it was Kelly or something like that. I don't know.
Alundra Blaze was blonde.
Maurice.
Alundra Blaze.
Alundra Blaze is blonde.
You had Maurice. You had Michelle McCool.
Oh,
at least Alundra Blaze could wrestle. Oh.
Like I said, I think the faces have like basically always been blonde besides like Eve the Bellas in China. Except then I also remember later for a while AJ Lee was the face of the women's division.
Because they didn't have nobody at the time.
True.
They tried to push Kelly, but
oh yeah, I forgot, yo, when AJ won, yo, Caitlyn just left.
Yeah. They tried to push Kelly, but AJ like shined above her. And Kelly was okay with it. Who else? Okay, in this era, they tried to push Charlotte. They pushed Alexa so hard.
Yeah.
Now
It was Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah, Charlotte and Alexa. They put Charlotte and Alexa over like Sasha, Bailey, all the girls. I mean,
Everybody.
they were all in NXT together. So yeah. Wow, Asuka gets gypped. Apparently, speaking of that, the entire women's division was upset that Asuka dropped it. They made Asuka drop the belt.
Yeah.
I saw that report.
That was a waste. Like, and then it wasn't just that. It's like the reasoning that they said after. They were like, "Oh, trying to cut down on matches," and then they add more shit to the show, and it's like, so the fuck was that
on
for?
top of that, they had that like semi 3-minute match with Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio.
Semi 3, nigga. It was semi 1.
It was a 1-minute match. They could have cut Triple H's match by 15 minutes and gave Asuka the 15
No,
minutes.
I told you while we were watching this shit. Triple H always has to be the longest match on the card, and he was.
Yep.
I don't know. He just always. I never knew that fact until I was watching some shit before and somebody mentioned that fact. It did like somebody was saying, yo, because like it was before like Triple H actually had that reign with the championship when he beat Roman in the Royal Rumble. But like somebody was saying, he was like, "This is the guy that you're cheering for now." If he was like, "Yo, if you remember, because like he was putting good points together." He was like, "You like Triple H now because he gave you NXT." He was like, "If you remember, throughout the Ruthless Aggression era, he was always a champion, and everybody hated him for it." Yeah. And he was like, "And if you notice, every single WrestleMania that he's on, he always has to be the longest match on the card."
In all fairness, though, like the only advantage he had in the early '90s was that he was a heel, and heels needed heat. So even though people legitimately did not like him for it, you know WWE's policy: any reaction is a good reaction.
Yeah.
It's not like the Roman Reigns era where they tried to push this guy as a babyface and people hated him for it, and they still try to push him. They pushed him into our face for like the last he main evented the last 4 years before this. Yeah. And it was like he was booked as a babyface, but people did not want him.
Well, it didn't help that Roman didn't exactly help the shit, because you get on the mic.
You know they told him to do that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. This nigga
was the most stupid shit, because when he was talking, you could tell when he was talking, we thought it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
he's
like, oh, just came up, get a little drinky drink.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I like that guy, but I don't like this guy reading off the fucking cue cards.
He said, "Suffering succotash."
Yeah, he was like, "You unsuffering suffering succotash, son." I know that was not easy to say. Wink at the camera. I'm like, nigga.
Bro, like I cringed so hard. I was like, no.
But it was funny.
No,
it was just that was funny, because it was like, all right, this dude clearly like just talking shit, and he's just going and going.
Like, yo, take this nigga off.
I'm just here to get a little drinky drink.
But the whole, I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm the guy. Man, shut the fuck up with that. That shit could have died a while ago.
And what made it worse is when fucking after that the WWE put out a list of the top fucking WWE catchphrases, and that was number 1 on the list.
Like, yeah, fuck out of here. You knew there was an issue when Roman won that Rumble, and they had to bring The Rock out to try to like chill the crowd.
Nigga, and then they booed.
Not fucking having it.
And The Rock was confused as fuck.
What doesn't help with that was the setup that led before that.
Oh my god!
Remember when Kane and Big Show was just like throwing people over the ring like mad awkward?
No, nigga, they were cradling them out of the ring, son. They ain't just throw them. It was like literally everybody's favorites, yo. That's who they just picked up and like babied out of the ring, son.
Oh,
and what was so bad about the Roman stuff?
Here you go, get it out the ring.
And what was so bad about the Roman part at that Rumble was that it looked so choreographed.
Yep.
It didn't look like an actual fight. It looked like it was like choreographed in a bad way.
Nigga, what started it is with like, nigga, it was like a third of the way through the Rumble and they threw out Daniel Bryan. That set off everybody, son.
That's what set it off. It was just all bullshit from the rest of the night.
Yeah, the crowd was like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, on the real, I think they threw him out that early just to try to have it die down. And they didn't think it was going to continue through the whole fucking rest of the Rumble.
People was pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh man, the thing is just Vince doesn't. I don't know. I guess Vince thinks he's always right.
Hey man, we've been saying for about what's it been like? Almost 20 years now that Vince is out of touch.
Yeah,
But the thing is, like, you're never going to convince him that he's wrong just because, like, here's the thing. He was like, there's an old saying that just says money talks, and the thing is, he's getting more advertising revenue than he ever did before. And then plus all these other TV deals and fucking collaboration deals that he got.
Revenue. You know what else got a lot of Venom?
You said Venom?
And porn.
Porn. No, it doesn't.
Vince is a billionaire, bro. He's not listening.
You know he got money and he's not listening to nobody, but that's the issue. And that's why I can see. Well, it's already like pretty much you can see it. You see the writing on the wall. The NXT is a problem for Vince.
Yeah.
It's not a solution to things where it's like, oh, we can build up people. It could be some in competition, but now it's like nah, we got to do better than NXT. And he's like, all right, we're gonna take all the people from NXT.
Yeah, he legit tried to do that. Like I remember Gargano and Ciampa were about to get called up, but
like it wasn't. It's like it's not just that they called them up. He calls them up and then benches them. It's like you just sit there and doing nothing. Then you end up with situations like Itami where he's like, you know what, you're not gonna do shit with me. All right, I'm gonna leave.
You end up with a situation like Hideo Itami. You end up with a situation like Sanity. You end up with a situation like the Ascension. Nigga, you end up with end up with a situation like Tyler Breeze, who was always like in the running for the heavyweight championship in NXT, and then all of a sudden he can't do shit on the main roster.
Nope.
Because he hasn't with Fandango.
Like Vince likes it, nigga. That's what that sounds like. Vince probably can't stand that nigga. He'd be like, yeah, fuck him.
Who just left recently? That
Hideo Itami just left.
No, the other one.
The
Dean
female?
Ambrose.
Not Dean Ambrose.
Are you talking about the female?
No, the Perfect 10. I forgot his fucking name.
Ty Dillinger? Yeah. Yo, here's the thing, though. I don't think people remember that he wasn't a jobber, but he could never, like, win a meaningful match on NXT.
Jobber.
But at the same time, but then he was still being used, and people loved him in NXT because of the way that he was used. The problem was he was never being used on the main roster, so of course he wanted to leave. Yeah. Like
not also that Adrian Neville.
Oh, Neville, yeah.
And I'm back. What I missed?
A good discussion.
What?
Oh man.
What?
All right, so where are we up to?
Oh wow.
We were just talking
about the part where Sting won the WCW World Championship against Hulk Hogan. And,
we were talking about how like
still back in the past.
This nigga said.
What do you mean it's not 1997?
Nah, we were just talking about how
it started off with us talking about how Vince always thinks that he's right. I don't know what triggered that part,
but he does always think he's right. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like now, in recent times, it's been the doesn't part that's been more than the does part.
Yeah, but we were saying that it doesn't work. But the thing is, like, through the decisions that he's made, like, he's getting more advertising revenue now. They have, like, all these big-time deals going on now. So, he doesn't care if, like, the fans don't like his decisions. The fact is he's making more money.
WWE is at a point where, like, 1 million people or, like, 100,000 people can just say, we don't want to watch this anymore, and he'd still be straight. Because he's still getting money. Yeah. Still, just everything is there. Like, it's no real... That doesn't really budge him or anything. If people just be like, oh, this isn't good anymore, he's still going to get money.
He's still going to get money.
There's still merchandise. There's still kids. Kids love this shit now.
The only way WWE is gonna like go under is under itself. If that makes sense.
It implodes from within.
Yeah.
Like Blue Blood from ECW.
Because like all this hype about AEW, like when I had to think about it and I had to like listen to like Eric Bischoff and all this other and everybody else is like AEW is not gonna do shit. It's not. I mean, they're gonna add that variety on like on the.
You can't
they're gonna
hire
add
me.
Rex.
Rex didn't say anything.
Rex
That
didn't.
was me.
I think that was Trav.
That was me.
I thought that was Rex.
That's what he
That
said.
was Rex.
Come on, Dave.
Racist Dave.
Because Rex gets sensitive when I criticize people's creative points. That's
What?
why I noticed it. Yeah.
We shooting.
What? Bang bang.
I'm like, we shooting. What's going on?
What? Nigga.
Is this another 7-Eleven pay-per-view match?
Yes.
We have too many matches in this card, guys.
At this point, yo, everybody got to jump Dave.
We don't have enough investors.
I am playing the heel
The
in
Jump
this.
Dave
Yes,
Battle Royal.
I am playing the heel in this. This is what I mean. It's
The
gonna be
Jump
great.
Dave Battle Royal.
The
When
jump
AEW gets to mainstream, when it gets that like prime time show, it's gonna be good variety. But WWE is not gonna go under. It's not
They
very
said they
biased.
ain't trying to compete with them, yo. They not trying to put them under.
Yeah, they're providing the alternative.
Exactly.
Not necessarily the... Because that was the thing with WCW. When Ted Turner, his goal was just to, beat Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And they were doing it for quite a bit. But it came to the point where, like, okay, where do we go from here? And they didn't adapt or change up as a wrestling company. They just, just threw money at the people and expected them to do everything. It's like,
Yeah.
if you throw
They
this
gave
much
wrestlers-
guaranteed money at people, that's going to make them not do anything. They're still going to get paid.
They gave wrestlers creative. They gave wrestlers creative controls. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, it was a mess. And it's crazy how
That was the
now-
dumbest shit you could possibly
Yeah,
do, son.
absolutely. It's like, all right, we're going to, the crowds want something new. We're going to give them this. Well, I have creative control of my character, and I say no.
well, I say I'm not losing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like... It's scary because now the rumored TV network for AEW is TNT TBS, which
But
is
it's not the
where
same
Nitro
TNT.
and Thunder was.
It's not the same TNT though
I
because
know, yeah, obviously, but it's
because
weird.
this is because the TNT that WCW was under Turner Broadcast when Turner sold it to Warner Brothers. Time Warner.
Business decisions with the
When
TV,
Turner sold it to Time Warner,
like they did with Raw. I mean, not Raw, Nitro.
Time Warner didn't want WCW. It was on its way out, and that's when Time Warner sold it to WWE for like who knows how much.
Yeah, they sold.
Yeah, they said it wasn't worth
They
it.
sold the whole shit, and all Vince was trying to actually buy was the library.
Yeah, the library.
And then he was like, "Nope, you get all of our talent to go with it." I was like, "Oh, word."
It's like when you play those free-to-play games on your phone and you buy like the most expensive like gem pack and they give you like 400 for free.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the purchase went. It's like, I want your tape library, but they come with the stars, the set, the ring. Like
It said
okay,
there were
I'll take it.
specific people who were actually like under with deals under Time Warner, so they didn't come over during the invasion.
I just hope like because I just hope all AEW doesn't make the mistake that TNA made when they made one prime time. Is a lot of dumb stuff.
I'm intrigued.
TNA's mistake was actually trying to go live to begin with because it cost them more money than they was actually making.
On top of that, they was going live and they was going on at the same night as Monday Night Raw, and I was like, why did you guys do that?
Their mistake was literally letting older motherfuckers handle the shit, and that's how shit could have been like WCW. Not just that, I remember when they moved that shit to Monday night, and I was just like, "What are y'all doing, bro?" Just.
They did that. They buried the X division, which was like their hottest thing on Fox Sports.
Yeah.
And it was just like.
I had to talk about Fox Sports too. Well, I might as well mention now. Triple H said that the SmackDown for Fox Sports is going to be a reimagined SmackDown. Take that for what it's worth.
Nigga, it's gonna be like TNA, yo. We gonna have time limits in the corner of the screen.
The time limit.
That means all their like indie style wrestlers.
Because they mentioned that while they're there, they're gonna be like sandwiched between like football, like college football. So it's like Thursday and Saturday are like big football days for that network, and then they have SmackDown in the middle. So then Triple H like, yeah, it's gonna be a reimagined. It's weird that Triple H said it. That it's gonna be a reimagined.
I wonder if he has creative control.
All they need to do is make sure that the pacing fits the time slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that Triple H has full control over that.
And what I like about SmackDown is that I feel like pacing wise, it's great. It never feels too short. It doesn't feel too long. It's perfect. Raw drags like hell.
Because it's a 3-hour show.
But if SmackDown's going to be like
shift.
completely redone and they are going to go like this new like sports oriented route, do you think like all of the storylines that we normally get are just going to be like in press conference form instead?
That'll be interesting because I feel like with that, I was thinking about that. Like since they're going to Fox, it might be more like sports, like New Japan. New Japan carries itself like a sports company. They do like conferences.
Well, kind of less so now though.
Yeah, now, yeah. When I first started watching it, forget it. I was so lost because I always thought they had like a weekly show. So I'm like, I can watch the weekly stuff, and they don't. Everything is like conferences.
I just hope
it's cool.
I just hope SmackDown, if they do go sports oriented, they don't fully.
I want Daniel Cormier as general manager of SmackDown.
Word.
Okay.
It's 10:08 p.m. 4/11/2019. Okay, when that happens, you come back to this episode.
You said Daniel Cormier?
Yep.
Yeah.
He gonna come out. I'm back, baby.
No, he gonna come out with a fucking box of Popeye's chicken.
Yep.
Till somebody got a
Drumstick
problem
in
and
his
bring up the shit in the press conference when he called John Jones a bitch ass nigga.
Oof. Can't say that on
When did he say that?
During a press conference for like they most recent fight, and then John was like looking at him, he's like, "For real, you're just gonna call me a nigga?"
Oh yeah, that I remember.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we might as well get this out of the way for UFC. We have a suspension.
Oh shit!
Well, fuck him, because I ain't like him anyway.
T.J. Dillashaw suspended for 2 years.
Why don't you?
Eligible to return in January of 2021.
Why don't you
Damn.
like T.J. Dillashaw?
Because he's always talking shit.
I thought I said Tebow
Like,
Dillashaw.
constantly. It doesn't matter if he wins or loses. He's going to talk shit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, like, annoying.
Is he the Make America Great fighter? No.
No, that's fucking
bitch
Kobe
ass.
Covington.
Whole ass Colby Covington.
Yeah, he's just irritating.
Like, I know hate is a strong word, but I hate
Like, yo, I don't know if he's trolling or not.
That's the thing. That's the worst part. I
That's
never
all
want
I
to be
need,
sitting
though.
there,
If
listen
you
to
go that
somebody talk
far-
some wild shit and be like,
Yeah.
yo, I can't tell if this man's just
absolutely
saying that.
despise Colby Covington.
Is that the guy that was wearing the Make America
Yeah.
Great?
Yeah,
Oh fuck him.
he has the attitude to boot.
Yeah,
He's
fuck
like
that.
Donald Trump with gloves. Horrible. But anyway, yeah, T.J. Dillashaw is suspended for 2 years, eligible to come back in 2021. The first person that spoke about it on social media, no love. Cody Garbrandt.
I'm assuming he talks shit.
I know he was on some shit.
Yeah, probably.
No.
The thing he got busted for is kind of one of those, yeah, bro, you definitely cheat.
Was it a picogram?
It's like, no, you can't
Don't even
say,
matter,
you
bro.
can't
It's a
say that this was
picogram.
it's like, you can't say that this was like some kind of tainted supplement. It's like, nah, this is like some
Was a
shit you gotta
picogram,
inject.
bro.
You have to inject this shit.
Yeah,
I pissed that shit out a week ago. I'm good now, bro. It's a fucking picogram. Oh, man.
It was like years ago when Gilbert Melendez, when he got caught, he was like, "Yeah, I tried to cheat the system."
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt said, all of my losses are from fighters that have popped for PEDs.
Wait, I got a question. We kind of skirt all the way off.
Yeah, yes.
I know, because they're going to go back to Mania, but I guess we covered like the small stuff
This was
first.
just like a
I was
segue
Yeah, this is
related
just
to
a
something else.
smorgasbord.
because I
So, yeah,
wanted
he
to talk
said-
about somebody getting hit in the face with a ladder. I wanted to talk about
Oh, that shit from that triple threat ladder match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
I
I knew it was a bad idea because it was Jay Lethal who put the ladder outside of the ring. For some reason, they decided to take 2 ladders and then they made an X because they put 1 ladder inside the other ladder, like penetration or some shit, right?
But you see how awkward he was, like when they started yelling that, and he was walking around the ring.
Like,
he was trying to
say it like that.
He was walking so awkward, like goddamn.
Oh wow, this tweet is funny. Can I read this quick tweet from Cody Garbrandt?
What?
Yeah.
He said, "Let's make this clear. I'm not saying my losses are a direct result of PED convicted fighters. I also fought like a dumbass."
True.
Yeah, true. He did. At least he admits it.
Yeah,
I also fought like a dumbass. So there you go. But yeah, that whole X ladder thing was, I don't know what they were
Like,
going
son,
with. I mean, Matt
Like,
Taven
why'd you
was
have
just
to call
taking
that? You said penetration. Like,
I don't know.
in all the big spots.
Bro, why'd he throw the joint out like that though? He threw that
No,
shit
he
out
didn't.
like-
He didn't throw it, yo. He just placed it out. But like when we were watching it, here's the thing. I think at that point I was already kind of half asleep.
yo,
But like I
you
wouldn't
better
say.
be washing dishes, bro.
I'm about to say, yeah.
I was pouring water into
I was
a bottle.
about to say.
I can't even hear you, D. Black. What were you saying, bro?
Yeah, I was
All I heard
saying
was
like I
tingle,
was
tingle, tingle.
half asleep, and when Jay Lethal placed the ladder outside the ring, I went and said, "Yo, through simple physics, you could figure out that ladder was going to tilt over and smack who was ever there in the face." And then the whole crowd started chanting, "That's a lawsuit."
Yeah. He was. I was saying he looked so awkward when he after the fact. It's like that nigga was just walking around like, what the fuck, bro. But that shit, I don't know, son. But nah, he did, nigga. He kind of was aggressive with that ladder when he threw that shit out there. I was like, Jesus Christ.
All for Matt Taven to become
Yeah.
the new Ring of Honor World.
Yo, that was one of people's main gripes with it. It wasn't even that like people was like with the like what I was saying earlier about how like a lot of people who talk about the card said like all the Ring of Honor parts of the card were poor, and then like son, I like the ladder match. People was all like, well, Matt Taven won. I'm like. So it's not that you had a problem with the match. You just had a problem with who won the championship.
Yeah.
Shit, we should have a new feature in professional wrestler where like people should vote on who should win this match.
No.
That way that person win that match.
No, I would hate that. That would be
You mean
horrible.
Raw active? No, stop.
It's for all the marks out there.
Nah, that would be
Shout out.
bad.
Shout out to all you marks.
I was like, son,
They
it
have
would be
EWF already though, the Internet Wrestling Federation.
on the real. It would just be like watching what the fuck was it? It would just be like watching a TV show and be like, let's just say like The Walking Dead, even though I never watched it. It was like, all right, so who you want to die this season?
Make a vote.
Hey man, they gave the players to choose Carmine's fate in Gears of War 2. I mean Gears of War 3, my bad.
And how did that turn out?
Either one can happen.
Like,
he
yo,
lives.
I wouldn't even say all the parts.
Carmine lives.
I was like, nigga, you had Flip Gordon and Lifeblood doing they shit. Like I
People
think,
said that. I saw some people that didn't like that match.
fuck it.
They felt like it could have just been a U.S. Championship match.
Matt Taven.
Mato Tale. Yeah,
So they just wanted Bully Ray versus Juice Robinson for the.
Juice Robinson. And then what else? What else happened? Okada becomes fighting fan.
Nigga, you had the fucking triple threat. Well, that wasn't one of the Ring of Honor shits with people's vision about. That was a really good junior heavyweight match. That was fucking short as hell. Now that I look at it, yo, that shit was 9 minutes.
With the new champ.
Yeah, new champ who was under so much controversy.
For breaking a man's fucking neck.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Dragon Lee.
Shit.
Yeah, it was
crazy. Now
like
we talk about that because
me and Manny
Yeah.
both agreed that was just a fucking stupid ass move, and
Yeah,
he
course.
should have never did it.
so they announced like the best of the Super Juniors early, but so far they only announced 19 competitors. There's supposed to be 20. Dun, 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 dun.
Did they announce Dragon Lee?
He's in it, yeah.
Oh,
But-
so what? You
Dun,
think the
dun,
last
dun.
one's going to be
Yeah,
fucking Hiromu?
Hiromu, maybe, or maybe John Cena. It's gonna be Kushida. Double duty. Shida.
Man, I hope Hiromu's fucking career ain't over though.
No, I hope not.
Sorry.
I hope he's okay.
Chocolate.
What else can we talk about in the week of wrestling? Can we talk about the fact that we saw like LAX 3 times?
Oh yeah, one night
2-3 times
for
Like,
3
one
different
night,
wrestling promotions.
we saw the Super Dream Team of the Hurricane, Jushin Liger, and X-Pac.
Yeah, I popped like a motherfucker for
X-Pac. Supposed to
X-Pac.
wear green.
Hey
What else
man,
did we
Liger didn't have to wear green. Let him wear his classic shit.
Barnett and Suzuki had a fire ass match in my city, and I wasn't there because I was in fucking class.
Oh yeah, for Bloodsport. Nigga, I want to find that fucking Bloodsport shit.
Dean Ambrose was there.
Yeah,
Chilling.
Dean Ambrose was sitting next to William Regal up in the.
William Regal
Up at the
scouting
top.
Josh Barnett.
Yeah.
That's a blue chipper.
No
We gotta
man,
sign him down.
he's fucking scouting Jonathan Gresham.
Nah, he's scouting Josh Barnett. We got a new rookie coming into professional wrestling.
Like nigga, ain't he like 40?
He's a former IWGP champ. Josh Barnett signed his Bellator contract on Ariel Helwani's show, which was hilarious. Like, right on his show, he's like, I got something. He's like, what's this? Wait, what are you doing? He's like, no, I'm just going to sign it right here. Like, wait, what are you doing? He's like, wait, give that. Let me see that. And he's like, wait, what? You just signed a Bellator on my show? He's like, I think I did.
Yo.
I think I did sign a Bellator on your show. He's like, well, this never happened before. Ariel Helwani was on SmackDown. He was
What?
behind the commentators table. I was like, oh shit, Ariel Helwani. At first I was like, he looks just like Ariel Helwani. Then I go on Twitter, he's like, oh shit.
I'm assuming he was there for Becky. I don't know.
I don't know. He was there with his kids. He was like, yeah, I came to SmackDown. Somehow ended up in the back behind the commentary table. He was right.
I was watching.
there. Every time they showed the commentary, you just see him with his cap. All right. So can we get to the
meat.
the shift of the weekend
And what is
WrestleMania.
that?
where we get paid time and a half? We don't get paid time
WrestleMania?
and a half because Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Yeah.
WrestleMania from 5 p.m. all the way to like midnight, right? That was
Midnight,
That's
like
so
12:30 midnight, 12:30.
We've had quite a few changes, a few title changes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you-
when we were skeptical that they were actually going to give us like all the main shit that we wanted like the whole time, just like yo, they not going to let Kofi, Seth
Right.
Rollins, and Becky win on the same night.
That was the first
Well,
thing I said
very-
after we saw Kofi. Get your happiness now because Charlotte Flair is winning the main event.
It was a very fan service WrestleMania.
I liked it. I would say it's probably the most enjoyable Mania I've had since 31.
Yeah.
I don't
thought
remember
last year
numbers.
was great. Last year was great to me. Like that shit was
Was Roman in the main event of that Mania last
Yes,
year?
of course he
Oh,
was.
Last year,
everything was good from front to finish until we got to that.
Oh
Brock
yeah,
Lesnar
people just
match.
shit on the main
Yeah,
event because
that
nobody
was
wanted
the-
that match the main event.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we all agreed like last year the main event should have been fucking like because of the way the match ended, the main event should have been AJ versus Shinsuke.
Yup,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it should
Only
have been.
last year was Roman and Brock, and then he
Yep.
defended. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I was in
Yeah.
I was in Chicago that weekend. So
That shit sucked, bro.
And that was like the build-up match for fucking Greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh, we got the
Yeah.
return of Daniel Bryan, the
Yeah.
weird ass 3-minute match between the Undertaker and John Cena.
Last year was literally perfect, and then that happened, and it was just
John
like,
Cena had a.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
in all
that-
fairness,
When
In all
Ronda
fairness,
Rousey surprised everybody, son, there was so much good
yeah,
shit that happened
I
on that
wish it
card.
was that shit. I was like, because usually when you get like somebody from like somebody that's that caliber of famous, they come in and then you're like, oh, okay, well they're okay. But she came in and I was like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
all right, I see you, girl, do your thing. So yeah, that shit was amazing. Last year was really good. So I think last year's WrestleMania was great. This was a great WrestleMania too. I can't complain, bro. I had fun watching it. I definitely did.
I liked it.
Yeah, I
I
like it.
really did like this year's Mania.
I did too. It was really good.
Yeah,
I can't- I
the
really
thing
can't-
was, this is like the first time in a long time I was actually confident going in that WrestleMania was going to be good, just because like the track record. I want to say since Survivor Series, besides like the
It's been
results
really
of
consistent.
yeah.
I want to say consistent as like a lack of a better word, but it's been, I guess, easier to follow
Mm.
than previous times. I feel like since Survivor Series, since SummerSlam, that
Yeah.
women's match was like in the making, and then Survivor Series kind of like pushed it up a bit more.
Yeah.
And then
Becky
on
Lynch.
out, we started. I'm like, okay, this is good. And even stuff that happened this year, the whole Kofi thing, as unintentional as that was, just so much stuff kind of fell into place.
Yeah.
It was the same thing because it was like Becky kind of came out of nowhere with that.
And even matches I didn't care about in ring turned out to be better than I thought it would. Triple H and Batista, as long as it was, I didn't expect them to go like that.
Spike fucking Batista
like
tripping
that.
on the damn rope.
Yo, that shit was funny.
Yo, speaking of that, yo,
he thought that nigga
fucking
was
Xavier, yo, they released the whole video of fucking Xavier. Yeah. They released the whole video of Xavier Woods just fucking marking out to Batista make his entrance at WrestleMania in the back. Yo.
And now he has a challenge on Twitter of people to send him videos of how they react to Batista's theme song. Some dude sent the video of him playing the guitar, but it's his dog. He's like carrying his dog, just like playing the guitar.
Yo, the thing was like, he was doing that same shit. He was he was over there sitting in the stands while Batista was rehearsing his entrance.
Yeah, he was with Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
Mickey James.
Man, he kept asking
security.
What's wrong with this man? It's like, is he okay?
Security.
Is he drunk?
He loves that theme song.
That shit was funny. That man came out that man was perked up or some shit. Batista was like,
he was like, yo, you tripped over the ropes.
Yeah.
Went
man,
over.
he said, okay.
He went over
the
the
whole
dude.
time, the way he was walking.
Yeah.
Like when you're drunk in GTA 4.
That man was winded, bro.
He's like, hey man, it was WrestleMania. Yeah, I was drunk.
You goddamn right. He just sounds like Ric Flair. You damn right. You figured me out.
That man was winded,
You
bro.
figured me out.
He did his thing, but he was winded. You could tell. It's just been so long. Like,
And then he retired. He just tweets out his retirement like the day after.
Goddamn.
Hey guys.
Yeah, he went and said the reason why he wanted to do that thing and go out losing to Triple H at Mania is because he just said he wanted to like leave on his terms for once and be able to say thank you for it was all like for letting him be there and all that other shit.
Something he didn't have to do.
Yeah.
Because his exit was great. Batista's exit in 2014 was great. You might say he quit again or whatever. That was great. It was much better than his first quit. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. This dude just went there, I quit, and does like the Queen wave.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm out. Fuck you. I'm an alien, dude. That's all I gotta do. I'm making alien money now. So.
Yeah,
I don't need to be giving out spine busters and power bombs anymore, bro.
But now that I'm looking at the card again, I'm going to say there was one low light for me, and it was for a specific reason.
What?
Was Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio?
No, fucking Kurt Hawk. Just like the way they, the way they booked Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder to win the championship. It wasn't just like the fact that they won during WrestleMania on a small package to get a championship. It was the fact that they did it again on Monday. I was like, son, why are you... It was like, son, they're supposed to be tag team champions. Like, why are you booking them to be like... It was like the way they booked the B team, yo. You just don't book them to just, like, consistently keep winning by luck.
Yeah.
Can I
why I call it the Kelly special.
I want to say, like, the matches that... Not that I had a problem with, but my least favorite matches had to be that match, the Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder match. Also the Samoa Joe match and the Kurt Angle match. That probably had to be my least favorite matches of the whole night.
What do we think of Seth versus Brock? Kick him off the show.
Here's the thing, we were hyped as short as it was. We were still hyped up for the match just because it was like, Brock lost.
We were.
It was just kind of.
It's like, you look back at all the old matches that Brock has done and how much he's fucked somebody up, and to me, I'm just kind of like, really I know it's 3 finishers, but it's like, after watching all those matches, you crush your niggas. That got you out, that pinned you out, like...
Whoa, you hit him in the nuts.
Well, yeah, you're right.
That was Brock's second defense of that reign.
Yeah.
He's been champion. He was champion since November. Only defended it once before Mania against Finn, and then lost it at WrestleMania.
I'm glad he lost it. I'm glad he lost that shit.
I think everybody's glad they lost.
What you saying?
I thought I heard Trav. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say something. I was trying not to talk over everybody.
Nah, go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, I guarantee you that people would have felt much differently about that match if it wasn't the 5th match and was like the 13th.
Yeah.
Like, that changes a lot because it's like you don't want to watch, like basically a scrub out for a fucking at the end of the
fucking
end of the night.
It was great.
You're like, come on.
It was great when Brock Lesnar came back and he did the Cena at SummerSlam. I forgot.
That's because people hated fucking Cena.
Yeah, people hated Cena, so it was great when that happened.
Except then when he kept doing it over and over and over and over again, people got fucking tired of it.
We had a little bit of a fun moment with him and Goldberg because Goldberg washed him for and it created that story arc at Mania, which that was a fun match to watch.
Yeah, their match at Mania was great.
Their match at Mania was fun, even though Goldberg lost. Yeah,
sure as fuck. But then we didn't realize what the fuck we were going to get right after that. That's the only reason why we cheered for Brock.
Yeah, exactly. Like Goldberg was the answer for Brock for a little bit. It was like, okay. And then from there, it was just like, it was the same thing over. Brock comes in, F5. No, this was going on this past year. Brock goes in, he gets his ass kicked by like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and all those guys, and then one F5, and they're all done.
Yeah.
And it was just like, really? They gave Brock the John Cena treatment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn, I never really thought about it like that, yo. That was like old school John Cena treatment.
Old school John Cena, yeah. Let's see, get his ass beat.
Who the fuck said cheesecake? Yo, nah, but I agree. I think Lesnar's just, because like I said with him, he only has like 4 fucking moves, and his matches are boring as fuck. Like,
you know what's sad is that he has a lot more. He had a lot more moves than that.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day,
yeah. 2002 Brock Lesnar?
Guaranteed millions. I'm not busting my ass anymore.
You telling me you want to see Shooting Star press Brock Lesnar?
Nah, he don't need to do that, yo. If
he did
that one time and he was forced to do that shit, bro. So
they just had him do it as a special thing at WrestleMania because it was his finishing move when he was in OVW and he could hit that shit like 3/4 of the way across the ring and make it look perfect.
He needed a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
That was a WrestleMania.
You got it, boss. I'm gonna try to break my fucking neck.
No problem. But hey, man, all I can say is
break a leg. I mean, your neck.
He don't got it no more, so we're good. He's no longer there.
Oh, he got it, but it's in his house.
Yo, what I want to know is though, like, if that was supposed to be the like Kurt Angle says, the Shooting Star Press was supposed to be the finish of the match. If that was supposed to be the finish of the match, why the hell did Kurt Angle roll over when he went for the Shooting Star when he saw him midair?
Yeah.
You ever seen a 285-pound nigga fly through the air at you?
Yeah, but he was supposed to take the move though.
He would have just took it.
No.
I want to get hurt.
Do you remember how he landed? He landed neck first.
Yeah.
I think Kurt saw that coming and he was like, nope.
I feel like that would have hurt him even more if he just landed straight.
I think that would have hurt Brock and Kurt like a lot more altogether.
Yeah.
I think would have hurt Brock more. I think that would have like broke his like neck legitly.
What else can we talk about? Yeah. Styles versus Orton. Sadly, the crowd couldn't see like 80% of it.
Oh yeah, because
also sadly, AJ kind of hurt his back in that match.
Yeah.
Really?
During the top rope suplex, apparently he landed on the left side of his body before the right side of his body hit the mat, and he kind of like hurt himself. He's not like nothing is broken, but he was like sore, and that's why he wasn't on SmackDown, and he pulled him from like.
Man, that wasn't the report I was hearing.
Really?
I was hearing that he fucked up his hip doing that fucking when he hit him with that springboard fucking not springboard, but just when he shot out the ring with the forearm to the outside of the ring.
Well, damn.
That's what they said, because I think he said, yeah, he responded to that.
Oh.
He said that it was the the superplex.
Oh.
Everyone thought that was the spot, but he was like, no, it was the
Shit.
superplex in the
Oh,
ring.
that sky
Just a
high
routine
superplex.
Yeah.
So much for paying Randy Orton his rent. Yeah.
Yo, the crazy
I
shit
love how-
was, like during that spot, Austin was in here and he wrestles and he was saying that, like, yo, if you land like, he was like, yo, if you land like a split second before somebody else, those superplexes hurt like hell.
Yeah, shout out to Austin, our resident professional wrestler, gives us insight in what goes on in the ring when we watch live streams. I mean that I mean that legitly for Austin. Yeah, Austin, he gives us great insight.
Does. So Shane versus Miz, the sleeper. Not the sleeper in the terms is bad, but
that match.
I didn't expect to be that hard.
Yeah. If Kofi and Daniel Bryan match didn't happen at me, that match would have been like the match of the night.
Shane was taking some bumps. He landed on the top of a car and straight slipped off and landed.
Yo, when he fell
bro,
like all the way to the floor on that shit, I was
like,
like, son.
Bro, you're kind of 40. You're almost 50.
Yeah, hey, he's still taking those bumps though.
He's still young Shane O'Mac.
Hey man, maybe he just get his craziness from his father. Maybe it's hereditary.
Yeah, probably.
But I'd rather deal with Shane's craziness than Vince's craziness. I know that Shane's craziness is all business and like in the ring. Vince just hates fucking breathing.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yes, if you're
Vince
not,
just wakes up like fuck. I don't think Vince even sleeps. He even says he doesn't like sleeping because he thinks he'll miss something. I'm like,
apparently he's
you're 70-something years old. The fuck you gonna miss?
And he also claims that he's gonna live forever.
Yeah, he's gonna live forever, which Kurt Angle believes.
Hey man,
Vince McMahon told me he's gonna live forever. I kind of agree with him.
Magic Johnson can inject the cure for AIDS, I say
No,
Vince got a good
no.
chance.
Johnson dealt with
No,
HIV.
he's gonna live. This is gonna happen. He's gonna be like David Rockefeller, where this nigga gets a new heart transplant.
You're gonna go through like 12 hearts.
yo,
Oh god. I remember reading about that shit, and I was just like, "Is this like for real, or is this a joke?"
I was trying to figure out where to get all those damn hearts.
It's fucking heart transplant after fucking heart transplant. I'm like, you didn't get that? You didn't get the hint after the last 4?
Like, can you imagine having that much resource that you can do that? I feel like the batteries would have not on my heart. Oh, okay.
All right, man, I'm about to go get another one.
Get another one. Hold on. Then we go out for dinner, right? Hey, yeah.
Doc, how long this gonna be?
I got
a lunch schedule later.
She can't eat hospital food. Right. So yeah, Kofi Kingston is our new WWE champion. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I was scared because on Monday I thought they were gonna pull some shit.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna do something.
Everybody
Thought Seth Rollins was going to become the
I
champion.
thought they were gonna do some shit, but they didn't.
Everybody thought that, man.
I mean, they made shit from that shit because it was a stupid way to end Monday Night
Oh
Raw.
yeah, just the two
point.
champions versus the bar.
Yeah,
Like something.
just a regular old hoopla.
What's funny is that that happened, and then if you go on Sheamus' YouTube channel the day after, he's working out with them.
Mm-hmm.
Kayfabe.
Speaking of Sheamus' YouTube channel, sidetrack. Yo, his channel is nothing but him getting his ass kicked by other people's workout, other wrestlers. Him and Oscar busted his ass, and that was great.
Oh, I saw him work out with R-Truth. And then, it was funny because R-Truth, I don't know if he played this or not, but from his statement afterwards, I don't think that he did, because he was just he's like, oh, I thought I was going to come on here and do your workout, dog. He's like, no, he's like, yo, I have you on the channel, and then I do your workout. He's like, oh. He's like, see, he over here about to make the R-Truth character come out in real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking R-Truth had him doing his core training because fucking R-Truth over there, fucking 47-something years old, some shit with a fucking 8-pack and shit.
R-Truth hit the best dance break at WrestleMania.
I was just about to say that, nigga, when he broke that. Remember the white dude with the white hat in the audience? Yeah. Damn, son.
He was killing it. They cut straight to commercial.
It was D-Black. Would you do R-Truth's training?
If I could, I doubt I could.
If I'm guaranteed a body like that.
Like shit, nigga. I want to be shredded at 45. That sounds like a good idea.
That shit was funny because he had like this shit because he said he stopped doing like because he had surgeries on both of his shoulders, so then he just stopped doing as much like heavy lifting and shit. He had to find other ways to work out. And then he had like this roller that he was using in the gym. And then all of a sudden he started, yo, I should bring up the video, but nah.
That's common. That's common for a lot of older guys. They start lifting heavy and they just start focusing on cardio.
Yeah, but like he had like this roller and shit that he was using to just go side to side, and then he was looking up and started laughing. And then when the dude that he was laughing at left, he would, I don't know what the fuck he was on, yo, because I don't go to the gym, but he was, I'll find it after this, yo, if I remember, but my short-term memory is horrible.
Yeah, we'll take a peek at it after the show. What else? So Triple H finally gets his 10th WrestleMania win.
Yeah.
It took him. He gave Batista what he wanted.
He had a 19-13. He had a 9-13 record. Now it's a 10-13 record. So now he is the third man, only the third man, to have 10 or more victories at WrestleMania.
Hey, but this is like, I don't know how long it's been. This is the first time he actually went into a WrestleMania match as a baby face, and I don't know how long.
As a face. The last time I can think of.
Jericho versus him and Jericho.
No.
Yeah,
Randy Orton.
Oh, the Randy Orton match.
Oh, no. Sheamus. He faced Sheamus in 2010.
Oh, at the forgettable
He faced Undertaker 2011. They were both faced. 2012, he faced... no, he didn't face Brock Lesnar. 2012, he faced The Undertaker again. They were both faces.
I feel like that WrestleMania is still forgettable because nobody talks about
2013, he faced... That. Oh, he faced Brock Lesnar in 2013.
Oh, yeah, he was a face then, too.
2014, he was a heel. Because that's... Well, who did he face in 2014?
Nobody talks about that WrestleMania from Sundresser Stadium.
Well,
that was Daniel Bryan, right?
Yeah, heel. Yeah. When he opened WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Kind of had to, to give Daniel Bryan some damn breathing room.
Need some water. Roman Reigns gets his win at WrestleMania still. He gets his first singles match back since remission.
He didn't need to win that match.
He did. He honestly could have just told the story that they could have kept going for a while and told the story that he wasn't really ready to come back yet. Mm-hmm. But no, they was just like, Roman win.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Drew. I know the baby faces. Everybody loves the baby faces and all that stuff, and like Roman. I think from a heel wanting to get heat, I feel like Drew should have won that match.
I'm a fan of Drew. I'm a fan of Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I feel like
original. Like his first one.
I felt like
it wasn't until I saw like Beast Indy Drew with the beard. I was like, okay.
I wouldn't say like he would have beaten Roman, like dominated Roman at Mania, but like for a guy that beat cancer, like he already had the crowd on his side. I feel like from a heat standpoint, Drew McIntyre should have done Drew McIntyre. Like he was.
All that heat went to Baron Corbin.
Yeah, all that heat went to Baron Corbin.
That match was whack.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We saw a gimmick return too at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Surprise.
The Demon.
Well,
what? Fucking John Cena, nigga.
A gimmick
return. The Doctor Thugonomics.
Return. For the first time since WrestleMania build up against The Rock in 2013?
Nigga, I got hype as fuck.
Hey, because we're saying though, like, okay, why are we seeing Babe Ruth?
Yeah, why are we seeing Babe Ruth?
He's responsible for some of the best moments in like baseball team, and like, okay, what's going on? And then we don't hear My Time Is Now. We hear
the basic thugonomics.
Basic thugonomics. And then he raps. And
what was funny was that he was talking about shit that people were talking about on the internet. I'm here to bury you, this and that. And I was just like, God.
His golden shovel, how terrible his own movies were. I was like, nigga, how you gonna call yourself, nigga?
Shout out to Justin Wong. I mean that sarcastically.
Oh,
God,
him saying he's
John
no
Cena's
longer a
not
John Cena fan.
Yeah.
Justin
I
Wong's a
literally-
heel now on
I
Twitter.
literally
Like, he
commented
puts out
off
these
like,
tier lists that just get everyone to shit on him every day. So he's just a heel. He turned heel since he became a dad.
That's funny.
He's just like, you know what, man? I'm not sponsored. Just talk shit.
The punani will do that to you.
It should change his life. Probably the first time. Anyway, what else? So yeah, I want more of this John Cena. I hate when he does this.
I don't think you're
He
gonna
did
see
it when he
much
was
of
building up the feud against The Rock and never did it again.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be like one of the few times we see John Cena this year.
Meh.
I know.
I like it.
Every top star has it. Everybody goes through this.
Yeah, Elias got F you by fucking John Cena on
You
fucking
could get
Sunday,
the
and then he got tombstone by the Undertaker on fucking Monday.
He called out the Undertaker.
He said the next
one
one.
interrupts me.
Hey, he was like, I realized like right then and there, as soon as he said that line that the
Yeah.
Undertaker was coming out, he was like, the
So did the
next
crowd.
one who interrupts me is a dead man.
Yep. It was the crowd. The crowd was like, oh, and sure enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, Taker got to cut the hair. It's
No,
he has
he's
to-
looking more and more like what an Undertaker would look like as a
Nah,
dead
but
man.
he got to cut the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
cut
that
the hair.
shit thinning like
Yeah.
right up.
He looking
front,
like
too.
Cynthia.
Stop it. Stop it. Yo, Manny.
Thank you for getting
get
my
out-
reference, guys.
Yeah,
Yo, man, you
but
get
he
out-
gotta go American
Yeah, look at
Badass
this, like-
Undertaker, yo, if he fucking cut that shit. Or do the damn mohawk again, but then he's gonna have a thin mohawk.
Yeah, but Mohawk Taker was like low tier Undertaker.
So
Yeah.
this is the first time Undertaker was in that WrestleMania.
It was the
since-
first time he was ever at WrestleMania since 2000.
Oh yeah, he missed that one.
And that's the last one before this one that he missed. He went 19 years.
Without missing one.
God damn,
So,
that's way 19 was 19 years ago.
Well,
I
technically,
mean, 2000
technically
was 19
he was
years ago.
injured that year. He missed it.
Yeah.
This year they just didn't have anything for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he getting
I like how
old.
they wrote him off when he was
Nigga,
like,
they barely had anything for him last year. It was like, alright, John Cena call him out every year. He decides he wants to show up for a match during
That was a
Wrestle-
one-man feud. Meanwhile, Rusev got that dude out in one match at Greatest Royal Rumble. We're gonna have a casket match, okay? Oh, there's the Undertaker, Rusev lasted longer than John Cena did in that match.
Yeah.
All right, so Monday Night Raw, because we talked about Becky, we talked about like an hour.
Remember everything that happened on Monday Night Raw?
So Monday Night Raw, I'm gonna talk
No.
about
Can we
my
talk about?
highlight.
Can we talk about the tweet that happened with Ronda and Becky?
What happened with Ronda and Becky?
There's a tweet that Becky wrote. What was it? Let me find that shit. Because Ronda apparently broke her hand during the match.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah.
And then Becky wrote the tweet. Hold on, let me find it. Come on, Twitter app work. Come on, nigga.
Your Twitter app don't work.
apps.
Nah,
Ass, bro.
no.
Ass, bro.
No, I didn't say ass. I said apps.
Nah.
Where is it? Ronda broke her hand, punched in the face that she said broke too easy. It just shows the girl laughing. I forgot where that's from. But
Becky's Twitter game is crazy.
Becky's Twitter game is she's savage.
So Monday Night Raw starts off with Seth in the ring talking about the belt, and then got Kofi, and they damn near give me a heart attack because they announced a winner take all match,
Yeah. I was
which
like,
we already
oh,
talked
shit.
about how that goes. Freaking the Major Brothers retain the same way they won.
The Major Brothers.
The Major Brothers. Alexa Bliss in her first match back fucking squashes Bailey. Like that match was short,
Oh,
sweet.
yeah.
Nigga, didn't Bailey try to cheat at one point in the match?
Yeah. Short, sweet, and to the point. Then Becky Lynch comes out, talks about her win, but of course we get Lacey Evans.
The sassy
with the-
Southern Belle.
Hits her with a woman's right
Mhm.
straight in the face. And I mean, she clocked her in the face with that.
Yeah.
The previously broken side of Becky Lynch's face. Just scary. So yeah, I guess that's the next feud because we get another attack by Lacey Evans on SmackDown. So
Oh yeah,
Guess
she's
we're
from
going-
Georgia.
the sassy Southern Belle. I don't know. I
As
like
long
I
as
like
we
the
don't
name
get
of
any
her.
more slow ass promos from her, I'm good.
She talked
You
better in NXT.
nasties.
She talked better in NXT.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know why they
did.
didn't do that.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you gotta fill in 3 hours. It takes up
On
one.
top of that, she's a Marine. Well, in real life, she was a Marine. But,
She's our mama.
She's a mama too.
So are Rude and
speaking of
Evil
that-
healed now since they attacked? I mean, Rude attacked Ricochet at the end of their match, but
I don't know. I'm assuming both of them are, or maybe we can actually finally get a Hill singles push for Rude. Too.
yeah, something. I hope this leads to something. What else? We had Kurt Angle. Well, we had Baron Corbin come out and talk shit about his win. Kurt Angle comes out and he wishes him the best of luck, but then he gives him an Angle slam.
Bad luck.
But that's not the end of the segment.
Because we
My
finally
man.
get fucking Lars.
We finally get Lars Sullivan.
Nigga, he's getting his name shortened to Lars.
Well, that means I
That-
can get my rap name on.
Nigga, that's one that I actually legit thinks is going to happen. He's getting his name shortened to Lars.
That means that my rap name can stay, and I won't have to deal with any lawsuits.
Mhm.
I'm Bar Sullivan.
Bar Sullivan.
Yeah. He comes out, hits him with a freak accident and a headbutt, and we get an encore of that on Tuesday after certain
Against the
people win a
Hardys.
certain thing. Yeah. Which I wish we would have had that match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Especially
Nope.
with the outcome.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Exactly. That's what Vince.
Nope.
Oh yeah, the most disappointing match of the weekend for me. Dean Ambrose's last WWE match.
Wasn't even a match.
Barely even a match. Just a brawl. Never officially started.
It was pretty much a Dean
Gets
Ambrose
his ass
brawl.
beat. And that's it.
You know what? Why the hell didn't they just end Raw with the segment that actually
That's what I'm
happened
saying.
at the end of Raw?
Canonically, on television, the last image we see of Dean Ambrose is him knocked the fuck out on an announce table.
Yeah.
Realistically, the last image we see of Dean Ambrose in WWE was him in the ring with his Shield brothers.
With his tongue hanging out.
Apparently he's booked independent shows.
It's so hard to keep. Remember when wrestling was just all on TV? Now you gotta have a Twitter, a Facebook, an Instagram.
Nah, man.
You gotta
have
They
all
still
the
had
shit.
shit at the live events back then.
I know,
You had
but
to
that's
go
true. But I mean,
Like all
when
of them trying to get the Undertaker to do Spinneroonie.
Yeah. No, I mean like that, but I mean towards
Wait,
the
that
story.
actually
Like
tried
if
to
something
happen?
happened
Oh.
at the end of Raw, you wouldn't know what happened until you saw SmackDown. Until the brand split, of course. But then now something happens on Raw, and then like on a Friday, oh, this leads to a match on Monday. It's like on social media, like oh, they tweeted out this Monday you get this match. It's like okay.
Because the world, that's
Why can't you
that's
say it
where
for TV? Like
that's
it's
where
hard.
the world is nowadays.
I know I sound like a baby boomer.
I know.
You know, you sound like a person, bro. Everybody has their own opinion.
I sound like a baby boomer. I fucked y'all.
It's I'm not attacking you. It's just it's overwhelming as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah,
honest.
it is. Especially for someone that likes watching wrestling.
Yeah, because it's like you have the net, like you said, social media. You have the network, and you have your
a
other
lot of wrestling.
you have your other companies like your Stardom, NJPW,
Like,
ROH.
At
and
the,
like,
easier.
at the
Those are
very
just,
least,
like,
yo,
their-
like all of the extra crap should at least be on the network for the WWE.
Yeah, right. It's so hard.
Like
It's-
nigga, you shouldn't have to get the app. Be subscribed to
Like, you
the
need to get an
YouTube
app to get
page.
news. You don't get news on.
You
the
gotta go
network.
to their
And then you-
website.
It's just a lot to keep up with. Like they expect you to be on everything. You gotta
That's
be
like-
hip
that's
to
like-
everything.
exactly.
It's too much. Oh, yeah, we talked about the winner take all that didn't happen. Thankfully, I'm actually happy. But I feel like
I
in
think
terms
that-
of Raw
I think-
after Mania, it wasn't really. It really got one debut.
Here's the thing. I think if they are having people make debuts, I think they might be saving it for the Superstar Shakeup that's happening next week.
Oh, we got a return on Monday. I forgot.
Yeah,
Sami
it's
Zayn.
fucking Sami Zayn,
Sami Zayn.
who went on to
Shit
have
the
a
crowd.
match against fucking Finn Balor, and then right after that, turn heel again.
You shit on the crowd, and then he came out on Tuesday. Yeah, you're not even worth it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
They just
fast forward.
went
to
right
SmackDown.
backstage.
I'm gonna fast forward
he-
to SmackDown.
nigga,
Paige-
we-
Paige
So we're
showed-
next, yeah. SmackDown.
Paige showed up on SmackDown and she promises like a new set of tag teams. We don't know what.
The speculation, especially after I read the spoilers or whatever.
Hmm.
For NXT.
yeah,
I
but I'm saying like Yo, after the match, fucking Sami Zayn was like, "Yeah, you guys are confirming exactly what I already knew," and he said, and I quote, that the WWE is like a very toxic environment.
Preach.
So
And
did he do
yeah,
the John Oliver?
and honestly, you could say his whole promo about the fans in WWE, and that's exactly the reason why he doesn't like it. Because you guys can't even make up your mind whether or not you like something or not. It was like, yeah, he's kind of right.
Who said that?
Sami Zayn.
Oh,
But
wow.
what's funny is that they like having those guys play those gimmicks when they play off a crowd or whatever's going on in the net. Whatever's going on in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with it.
It's funny because
He's
like
gonna
he
be a
cuts
heel.
that promo and then the main event, like everyone starts like throwing beach balls.
Yeah,
and doing the
he's
wave.
like,
I mean, Brooklyn always throws beach
Yo,
balls.
everybody
Brooklyn-
on Twitter after that was like, yeah, Sami Zayn's promo turned out to
Like
age
he
very well
literally,
real
they
quick.
literally proved him right. Not even an hour after that promo. So SmackDown kicked off with the New Day too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when the bar came out and said that they had a friend that they made on Monday in the form of Drew McIntyre, which isn't the only Raw superstar we see on SmackDown. But I feel like they're teasing that these are the guys that are going to switch brands. Because you saw Drew and we also saw Big Braun.
We saw Braun. I was not expecting Braun to come out to fight fucking Samoa Joe, nigga.
That shit was great.
After he went and fucking choked out R-Truth in like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but they mentioned Paige. Paige said that she's teasing a tag team. But we also have like NXT UK. So I'm hoping it's someone from there. 2 people from there too.
You think it's
So she's gonna be a manager again. That's what I'm getting from this.
You think she's gonna bring in a women's tag team or
Yeah,
the
women's,
guys?
because
women's
they were
Not gonna
specifically.
face the Iconics if they're men.
You never
Those
know,
are-
man.
You think it's
R-Truth
gonna
could
be
do
like-
it.
Iconics match.
Who do you think is gonna be, Kyrie and Io?
I don't think Io would be up so soon, but that's my first pick. But I'm also thinking of like
I
Rhea
legit was not thinking like a UK, like people from NXT UK, but yeah, that would make more sense
yeah.
You think-
with an
you think
association
like
with
Rhea
Paige.
Ripley? Speaking of Rhea
I want to
Ripley,
be shocked.
speaking of Rhea Ripley, as tall as she is, she takes some cute ass selfies. That's
Yeah, she's ripped.
yeah, she's ripped. Yeah, that too.
Hence the name.
Rhea Ripley. She's female Pete Dunne.
Isn't she like your height?
I don't know. I
She's
would
like
hope so. That'd
6
be pretty
foot.
cool.
She's tall as shit.
Man, Dave
Uh,
want to know her measurements, her astrological sign.
Blood type.
Nah, my girl's Tony Storm. I saw that ass in them jeans. I was like, oh.
I thought you
So
was
something
going to
else
fucking
too.
bring up the
Yeah.
pussy.
That was it, yeah.
Oh, God.
He was playing
No,
with the
yo, fucking Dave, yo, because
Yeah,
fucking
Dave said
yo,
some
Tony
shit.
Storm had a leak come out, and then he was all like, yo, I gotta say, she got a nice ass pussy, yo. I was like, yo,
Like,
I sort of laughing.
Wow.
baby boy.
Mm.
What else? Oh yeah, I mean it's
Wrong?
barely important from SmackDown, but Randy Orton came out and hit an RKO on Rusev, one of them. But when he's leaving, he
No,
pretends that he
I
can't
think he
see.
did it. I'm pretty sure he did it on the face.
Wait, what?
Wait, so it was I'm trying to see who it was. I'm trying to
Oh,
remember. But I know when he was walking up the ramp, he pretended he couldn't see, making reference to the light from WrestleMania. So like he's walking up the ramp like, I can't see. And then Kevin Owens comes out. Yeah, because Kevin Owens stuns Rusev. I think, yeah.
yeah, he stunned Rusev because
Yeah.
I remember that Rusev sell the stun.
Going back to Mania, Randy Orton apologized for that
Yeah.
like situation.
It's completely out of his hands. He's in the fucking ring.
I know it's out of his hands, but like he was pretty much screwed.
Like, completely out of his hands, but it's a nice gesture. It's an appreciated gesture.
Oh, I think he RKO'd Ali.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ali.
Ali.
No Mustafa.
Nope.
Ali. What was the main event of SmackDown?
Ali had a great response.
The Bar
Oh yeah,
and Drew
the
versus the New Day.
Ali had a great response on social media today on some.
What about
So, yeah, like like he's Muslim and his wife had like the hijab and all that shit. And then somebody tweeted out, "This is America. Show some respect. Please remove
I
Muslim
reported
headwear."
I was like, oh, it's part of their fucking.
Yeah,
It's kind of part of
and
their
then,
religion.
and then Ali my bad. And then Ali responded, "My friend, there's nothing more American than being allowed to freely practice your religion." And I was like,
he handles that stuff
Yeah.
so much. He handles it great.
That's so professional.
Yeah, but it shows and proves that this is stuff that he's been dealing with
Mhm.
his entire life. That he's so good at responding it this way, which it's a skill that you shouldn't have this well, but you can tell that it's been happening to him so much.
I'm just happy that he's a Muslim wrestler and he's not playing a heel.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That is such a as hilarious and weird as that is, it feels great that that's not the route they're going with. And I like the fact that they're doing that route with Cassius Ohno and NXT. He's American. He's the invader. He's the bad guy. He's the guy that they don't want there. He's a fucking American. I like that because it's something we don't normally get. But as soon as some dude comes from the Middle East, oh, you're a bad guy.
But eventually down the line, if Mustafa Ali does turn heel,
they're gonna have to say some shit.
yeah, hopefully
Actually,
it
they
doesn't
might
turn
not,
into one of
because
them
Daniel
shits.
Bryan can't talk about plants and environment anymore because it's political.
That's fucking retarded, yo.
Wait, what?
Daniel Bryan is not allowed to speak about environmental issues because it's a political issue, according to Vince. The planet doesn't care who you vote for. If it's gonna die, it's gonna die.
He's a Trump supporter.
It's a scientific issue. It's nothing to do with politics. If you gonna melt, you gonna melt.
That kills like half of Daniel Bryan's gimmick.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That burger gimmick was awesome.
Oh yeah, now that I remember Daniel Bryan's belt that had Velcro, the Universal title had Velcro on Monday. It looked like a toy.
Damn.
Every time I think of Velcro, I think of like kids' sneakers. You didn't even gotta tie him with just.
Nah, nigga, I did both, yo, because I had fucking Velcro on my shits, but I had ties too, man.
Yeah.
I tied my shit
that's
and then
Velcro.
Velcroed them, man. Super
Like I
secure.
noticed that. I'm like, it's stuff I shouldn't notice, but I pay attention to everything. It's like the belt has Velcro now.
Yeah, do you think Kevin Dunn can run WWE better than Vince McMahon?
No,
Okay.
No,
I develop motion sickness
no.
if I haven't already.
Yeah, man. You don't want more shaky
you don't
cams?
You don't think Kevin Dunn could do a better creative,
No.
No.
creative standpoint?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Ow. What's gonna bring back Angry Beavers?
Jesus.
Why not, nigga?
You want Angry Beavers in the WWE?
Hey, man, I want Braun to start tossing at people and people to just make a sound effect to go.
It's funny, now that we speak about Kevin Dunn, I don't know where I saw it or what it was. There was the clip of the McMahon family versus Legacy. It was like Shane, Triple H, and Vince versus Legacy.
Yeah.
And they're scrapping on the outside, but you can see everything that's going on because the camera's not flipping all over the place and zooming in. It's like pandemonium, but you can see everything happen. There's no intense zoom in, there's no moving. You see every shot at all times. Now we get a one-on-one scrap. Like watch Lacey Evans and Becky Lynch from both
No,
shows. and
you
you're gonna be
know,
like,
you know where that's from. That's from action. That's from the recent action movie, the style of action movies. They're
Yeah.
trying to emulate that.
You can tell he never
It's
went
like-
to film school because that's unacceptable.
That's from the style. They're trying to because they can't do like the 5-camera cuts that action movies do nowadays. So that's their adaptation of that. It sucks.
Squats with the camera now.
Yeah, you gotta squat with the
That video is
camera.
hilarious. That dude going up and down with the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, so did we cover all the week's wrestling news? I mean, in terms of the shows? Or did
What
we go for some miscellaneous news?
What
Want to talk
other
about
news we
Sasha
got?
Banks?
Sasha Banks almost tried to quit WrestleMania.
Mhm.
Reportedly wanted to quit WWE. She said that she didn't. They're saying that she didn't like how they took the belts off of them so soon because they thought they were going to build up its prestige. But they gave it to the Iconics.
Yeah, that actually would have been a thing to do, but yeah, you know.
Gotta have them changes. So they said they're giving her a few weeks to like cool off. But does this explain why Bailey was fucking squashed on Monday?
Probably.
I want to see I want to see Bailey as a heel already.
Nah, man.
I want to see. She wants to go heel.
I heard Bailey buddies fucking flopped at WrestleMania.
Yeah. They actually talked about it on commentary too.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Bailey buddies weren't ready for WrestleMania.
This is straight. Not today. We're outside.
Miscellaneous. So do we like the WrestleMania stage?
It's TV.
The
My
big ass
TV.
TV screen.
I mean,
liked
it was simple, but yeah, that's it.
I liked it from a graphical standpoint, like the wrestling
Yeah, they
graphics.
made up for it in graphics, but at the end of the day, it's just.
It was just a plain ass widescreen TV. Like
I swear they have. I'm so excited for Mania next year, because it's like the pirate theme. I love pirates and stuff like that. I want them to use that fucking ship. I love the logo. I love that promo. Like that promo looks like something that would be like on the old like VHS tapes of like those little trailers before a movie. That looks like one of those. And I like watch it over and over again because it reminds me of that. And I'm just excited. I hope they do something nice with the stage. And I hope Kyrie uses the pirate ship.
you better hope Kyrie's on the main roster by then.
Something tells me she will be.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Feel it in your bones.
What are the chances? What are the?
I feel it inside my bones.
All right. So women's main event, WrestleMania. Do you think it happened the second year in a row, or do you think they have to fight for it again? Like fight for it in a sense where like, all right, now they're competing for the main event of WrestleMania.
Makes you wonder, like, how would they do it? Because is Ronda still gonna be around that long? I mean, she signed a multi-year deal, but
she went out of the company at this point. I don't know what the hell's going on. Apparently, she's unhappy, but there's no
people still don't know if that finish was legit or not. Like, if that was supposed to be the finish on Sunday.
Yeah, there was no controversy on it. They didn't even bring it up on Monday.
Yeah, like, it's just like...
Except for the controversy that allegedly fucking Vince actually fined the ref who fucked up the count.
Like, what the fuck? But then there's other reports saying, yeah, it went according to plan. It's like, what is it? What's it gonna be?
Vince likes controversy. Since the internet is bringing it up as controversy, Vince is gonna find a way to use it because it's good.
Yo, real shit. Nigga, we shouldn't like know any other bullshit that comes out anyway.
Yeah, we shouldn't know. But like, since the internet is talking about it so much, Vince, he likes that kind of shit. So they're gonna find a way to use it down the road.
I remember with SmackDown when WWE used to spoil SmackDown's like major title changes for like 2 years. It's like Alberto Del Rio won the championship. It's like, what? We still gotta wait till Friday to watch that. And that's when Joey Styles is like, when someone's like, oh, we know where they're doing this, so all the traffic can go to their website and not the dirt sheets. Yeah. And then Joey Styles replies, bingo.
That actually makes sense, y'all. I was wondering why like WWE.com would always have spoilers of SmackDown, son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said it, yeah. Joey Styles, because that's when he used to run the website.
Because I remember I found out about that shit in middle school, and my friend was so like, because I had one friend in middle school who liked wrestling too, and he was so like dumbfounded that like he was like, yo, these are actually fucking spoilers for the show. When the show would come, I was like, yeah. I would just print out every fucking thing that was going to happen and bring them in. I'd be like, yeah, this was what happened on Thursday.
I was blown away when I was able to watch SmackDown, like Friday SmackDown, a day early because of the freaking overseas tape shit.
Yeah.
So it's like Thursday and I'm watching Friday Night SmackDown on YouTube. Like,
remember when Raw? This is random as shit. Remember when Raw was taped a week before? Yeah. When did they transition?
Root appear 2 times in 2 different shows at the same time.
When did they transition that? When did they transition that to actually being live?
Probably during the whole WCW.
Yeah, the first few Raws were live, but then it cost quite a bit to keep doing that, so they just taped.
And now it's just live every week.
Yeah, and then it went live. But the thing is, during my binge, I didn't know. I only knew the Mick Foley one was taped, obviously, because of the joke that they cut on WCW. But they never once felt taped, and I can't quite pinpoint when it was live. I know they're live now because they're doing the whole, we took our last commercial break, so we're going to be in this match till it finishes. So that was the exciting thing when I was a kid. No more commercial breaks. I gotta go to bed soon. I can't miss this.
So wait, it would be live. So the same night they air it, it would be like, let's say, I'm trying to make sense.
Like they would tape another one
at the same time it's aired on TV.
I don't know. For example, when CM Punk cut the Pipe Bomb promo, they taped another episode of Raw right after that, and then that one aired the week after.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there was a live Raw, and then there was a taped Raw. The taped
Is that what
Raw,
Super Show is?
Super Women.
Wait, so after they aired that episode, but I was
So
at the
the
end of
Pipe Bomb, the episode of Raw that had the Pipe Bomb, that was live.
Yeah.
But right after that, in the arena, they taped the episode from the following week, which is the one that when he was suspended. That was directly after that.
That was a West Coast show.
I don't think
they can do that.
Oh no, yeah, that was in
Oh
Vegas.
yeah. They did.
Can't
They
do that
usually
in
did
United
those
Center.
for West Coast shows because you can't do that shit in the East, yo. That shit would be,
No way.
especially now, yo, because that nigga they would have been there until like what 2
4 in the
o'clock.
morning.
I think you can only get away with that on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the Thomas and Mack Center, which is Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I only remember because it's a horrible name. Just like Smoothie King Arena, New Orleans. I really don't have shit to talk about, except for the fact it's UFC this Saturday, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, we get the
There's
2 interim title matches.
Yes, first time in history, ever.
Same
Johnson,
card
Michelle
and these
Waterson.
ones are actually fucking warranted. Sometimes they
Oh,
have
there we
interim
go.
title matches just to have interim title matches because they need to fill out a pay-per-view card.
Yeah.
We
got
never
Max
talked
Holloway
about it.
versus.
We never talked about it because we was off for 2 weeks. Michelle Waterson won her fight.
Humble Pie fights again in 2 months.
Damn.
Yeah,
She fights in June.
it was in June.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't get hurt.
Is it June?
She just lost.
Is
Yeah.
it June? Yeah, there's so many UFC events back to back. She fights. Wait, where is she?
Humble pie.
Where is she?
Maria, I don't know her fucking last name.
Nigga, her name ain't
It's
Maria.
Yo, Menounos.
She fights June 8th.
Oh.
She fights Alexa Grasso. Felice Herrick fights on that card too. And the main event of that card is Henry Cejudo versus Marlon Moraes.
Oh, Henry, I'm trying to fuck Nikki Bella Cejudo.
And Valentina Shevchenko fights that day too. June 1st, Gustafsson versus Anthony Smith. And there's a dude named Stevie Ray, but he's white.
Nigga,
Shut up.
what the hell is Gustafsson versus Anthony Smith actually going to accomplish, yo? Because
I don't know.
I think at this point, neither one of them can fight John Jones again.
Rose Namajunas fights Andrade on May 11th.
So when is John Jones gonna fight Daniel Cormier? Never. Okay.
He already beat him twice.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
And I don't
I mean,
think
the
John
second one
Jones trying to
doesn't
go up the heavyweight. Just like
Yeah.
John Jones
Sure.
already said, son, he wants it to be financially worth his while if he's going to go up the heavyweight. That's why he wants the Brock fight.
He wants to
Do you
Brock.
think John could beat Brock?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because
There's
I
a really
think,
good chance he can.
I think skill wise, John is better than Brock, but I think like just
Brock's
size
better,
difference and plus like Brock's athleticism, he could hurt, potentially beat the shit out of John Jones.
You think he could F5 him?
We saw a fucking burning hammer almost. Fucking Robbie Lawler.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yo, when he hit that shit on fucking
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren.
Think this is a dumb. This is
Oh wow,
gonna
OSP fights on Saturday.
This is a really stupid question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Are there some wrestling moves that fighters can get away with?
Boston Crab.
Suplex.
A headlock.
Yeah.
Fucking.
E-lock.
Sometimes you might see a German on occasion.
A
There's
German?
a fight named
Yeah,
Beanie
German
Siegel.
suplex. Yeah.
Really?
There's an MMA fighter named Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, but that's the type of German suplex that like you'll get legit hurt from.
Yeah.
Overeem fights on the 20th.
You're not allowed to do a power driver though.
No. Just like
I mean,
Mexican,
obviously not. Yeah.
just like Mexican wrestling. Only heels do that shit, and it's only his last resort. Donald Cerrone fights May 4th. Is that his first fight of the year?
Probably not.
First of 10? That dude fights a lot.
Yeah, that's
That
why he
sounds-
keeps signing 10 fight contracts,
Yeah,
and
that
he's done in like 2 years.
That dude just loves fighting.
No, he fought at the beginning of the year.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. Oh, Shuri Kondo fights June 22nd? I love Shuri Kondo.
But down,
Not even because I have MMA.
always fucking fight.
Damn, the trumpet? Oh, I thought you were going to play a trumpet.
Oh, my bad. That was me yawning. My bad.
I said that. Alright, I'm out of combat shit to talk about. We talked about combat shit for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
Are you guys announcing your debuts or anything?
No, we
Like,
ain't got
transition to the MMA?
No, I got back-to-back races this and next
I
weekend.
don't want to fight CM Punk.
I got work.
I don't got a fighting thing for Coachella's this weekend. That's the only thing.
Coachella!
I got a sprint race in City Field, and then I'm in Jersey City the following weekend. I'm in Manny's neck of the woods next weekend.
I'll rob you while you race.
Hey man, just beat up, say hi.
Steal your water bottle, throw it in the Hudson.
Damn.
Why you gotta throw it in the Hudson? Out of all places.
No,
It's
that
like right there.
is disgusting.
You're
bro.
racing in the pier on the exchange plate. I just go.
Hey, what's disgusting about it? You ain't gonna want that water bottle back anyway. It ain't like you gonna get it.
I'm afraid to jump in that water. When I used to work at Statue Cruise, I see that water. I'm like, yo, if I jump in there, I'm coming out with like 8 legs, 5 arms.
Oh,
jumping more
you
heads.
pulling that bullshit from Futurama?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. I'm like looking at it. I'm like,
He's jumping that bitch, bro. He gonna come back out as bones. He's still
yeah.
gonna
Oh, what?
The amount of bodies is probably at the bottom of the Hudson.
Yeah, you know how many bodies people find there? Like a couple years.
Yeah, but
Shit.
that's it for us at Run the Gauntlet. Snap your fingers and run some fades.
How bad that's really like.
Yeah.
Or
Drink some,
promotion. So yeah.
drink some Snapples.
Hopefully we have even more stuff to talk about next week, and we'll hit 3 hours. Yay!
This,
No,
this
son.
episode of Running the Gauntlet is brought to you by Redwood.
Oh. Why do we always gotta be sponsored? We're already sponsored by Cool Cigarettes.
Nah, Redwood.
No, we switched to Redwood. Oh, okay. Guess we gotta let Jared know.
Man, I want
We'll
to
see.
go back to being sponsored by fucking Devil May Cry and Legos, nigga.
Devil May Cry
Oh.
and Legos.
And like,
And Jared, if you catch this part, so fuck nigga, you owe me
oh
money.
my god. Really? Dave, we have like 5 matches at the 7-Eleven pay-per-view.
No.
Sponsored by Peanut Pasta.
Yeah. No. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Or MXC.
MFC.
No, not that one.
Why
I
not?
challenge Jared Martinez to a fight for
And the end of the
the
show.
light heavyweight title.
Oh man, he's
The
not
interim
champion.
heavyweight championship.
We're
No,
getting an interim.
No, the white Henny championship.
We have a secondary belt. The hell?